So I recently moved from Seattle to Phoenix. Now, part of the reason I moved is because I have seasonal depression, and the extra sunlight here in Phoenix really helps. What really kind of backfired is that I get along with all of my clients at the tutoring center that I'm working at, and it's winter time, so I'm hardly getting any sunlight, and instead I've installed a UV light bulb in my office, which I could have done in Seattle in the first place, right? Oh well. I do get some time off from time to time, so it's not a complete loss. But I'm missing some of my friends back home in Seattle. I used to go to a Pokemon TCG event every week. It would be nice to show up once a while, especially when there's a big tournament. And I made a few friends at a local bowling alley. I got really good at bowling during the pandemic. It was kind of my escape during the pandemic. And I was thinking about taking a trip back home to Seattle. Now, I have anxiety issues. I don't really want to be getting on an airplane in the near future now that it's really busy. There's a lot of striking going on, short staffing, long lines with the TSA. That will really drive me nuts. So I was looking at other options, including driving back. Now, the drive takes 21 hours. I thought about if I could find somebody who's also going to Seattle. We could take turns driving. We could probably make that drive in 21 hours. But then I thought about a lot of people, when they drive other people's cars, really don't drive it like it's their own, right? They drive it like it's stolen. I've had bad experiences with rideshare partners who drive my car. So that didn't really go well with me either. My car's already got 150,000 miles, and I really can't afford to be letting somebody drive it like it's stolen. So anyways, I was daydreaming that if I only had some kind of a private spaceship, I could get on it and take a suborbital flight, and it would probably take less than 15 minutes. I could go there every weekend, right? And if the cost of flying in a private spaceship for 15 minutes were similar to the cost of driving in a private car for 15 minutes today, right? Someday when it's that cheap, I could do it. But then it dawned on me, when everybody has access to cheap private spaceships like that, you probably won't have time to do it anymore. Because think about it. Once upon a time, the idea that you could get in some kind of a machine and travel 15 miles in 15 minutes, that was a daydream at one point too. And nowadays, a lot of times you don't even have time to do that. I was working at a different tutoring center, and I didn't really have time during my lunch break to go to my favorite restaurant, right? Now, once upon a time, the idea that you could even go to your favorite restaurant that might be 15 miles away in the same day was a daydream, right? And now we don't have time to do it. And that's just kind of unfortunate how once things become possible for the general public, nobody has the luxury of doing it anymore, right?